Can you make oha soup with dried oha leaves? I will share my verdict at the end of this video. So for dinner, I'm going to be having some pounded yam with some oha soup. So let's start cooking. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to boil my meat. I like making my meat separately. My offals are different from the way I make my beef and my goat meat and everything like that. I have some yam as well and some potatoes. I'm just going to be boiling that. Someone gifted me these oha leaves and I was like, okay, let's try this out. I kind of like soaked it in some warm water with some uziza leaves as well, and I left that to soak while I continued cooking. So while my yam was cooking, I started making the sauce for my oha soup. I have this palm extract that I got from the African store. I just scooped everything all out, added some hot water to loosen it up, and then I started like mixing it very well to make it very loose. Added some cocoyam powder to that to thicken the soup, and when that was done, I set it aside. So my meat was fully cooked at this point. I poured my palm extract, I added some stock fish, I added some more ingredients like my crayfish, some salt, and at this point, everything was just smelling so wonderfully well. You saw that I added some mugiri as well, and then the soup was ready. I added my leaves, my oha leaves, the dried oha leaves, and the uziza leaves, and I stirred everything all together. By this time, oh my goodness, the smell was so heavenly. I was loving it so much. Now to making the pounded yam, I just processed everything in my processor and it was done at this point. My verdict, don't do this because I did it. For me, I prefer the fresh or hard leaves, but for this one, I'll kind of pass. It didn't give me 100% of what I wanted.